So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to talk about 4 interesting PlayStation 5 stories, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. Now, the stories I wanted to dive into today includes the Last of Us Part 2 Remastered Announcement, seems to be imminent, PlayStation 5 Performance is insane right now, an Instant Boot feature for the PlayStation 5, and the Silent Hill 2 Remake release date. First, yes or no, would you buy a Last of Us Part 2 Remastered for the PlayStation 5 or not? We're going to be talking about this in a sec, but before we get to that, I want to know if you guys would even buy this thing. So comment below, yes or no, if you'd buy a Last of Us Part 2 Remastered on the PlayStation 5 or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, Silent Hill 2 Remake release date. The situation for Silent Hill 2 has been weird, but I guess not really, considering how closed Sony has been about updates on their games or partner games in recent years. Hopefully that changes now that Jim Ryan is going, but the game was revealed last year, and we haven't seen anything since then, and we had the developer earlier this year say they were technically done, but when it would release depends on their partners, obviously Konami and Sony. We had the voice actor for James state that the game is set to release in early 2024. We've had multiple online stores recently post the game up for pre-order, and we've had multiple places list the game for a late March release date. Let's add another one to this list, Retro to Hero on X, who's been keeping track of wherever Silent Hill 2 Remake seems to be popping up. He seems to have found another site. A Swiss site, wog.ch, has the game listed for March 2024. This one's a bit different than the last one we spoke about, because I think that one actually listed a date of March 21st, and the one before that also had a date as well, but this one just states March 2024. Considering it's mid-November right now, it's looking like this will be a Game Awards announcement, which is just a few weeks away. Let's see how that goes. Before we get to the next story, we're almost at 100k, guys, so if you enjoyed the video so far and have been enjoying my videos, of course, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so yet. We're almost there. Now, diving into the second story of the video, PS5 Instant Boot feature. Reading from Push Square, whenever Sony patents its often wacky ideas, the news spreads fast, even though we rarely see these concepts become a reality. However, this latest patent to make headlines, as spotted by Xputer, actually sounds like something Sony would push ahead with. The documents reveal a kind of replay system, which would basically allow players to jump back to various moments in a game's campaign and play through them again. When you stop to think about it, this could be incredibly useful. We all have favorite moments in the games we play, like a specific mission or boss fight, and so being able to replay those sections with minimal fuss sounds great. In theory, you wouldn't need to start a whole new run in order to experience those high points again. So on the patent itself, it mentions trigger points. We don't know how those are added. The patent seems to showcase a UI that shows multiple trigger points, so this could be something developers add and players can jump in between. The purpose of this is to jump back into various sections across a game, special moments you want to replay, like a boss fight that leads to a great story cutscene or something like that. Many of us have watched videos on YouTube of special moments in games that we want to relive again. This wants you to relive it yourself whenever you want and easily do so. Let's see if Sony implements this in first-party games in the near future, but you guys let me know if you'd like a feature that lets you boot into special moments in a game and replay them, or you don't really care about this. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the third story of the video, Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. Reading from Video Game Chronicle, the game's composer let it slip in July that an enhanced version of The Last of Us Part 2 was coming. A PlayStation 5 version of The Last of Us Part 2 has seemingly been added recently to the PlayStation database. X account PlayStation Game Size, which has a history of scraping the backend of the PlayStation Network to find out what has been added to it, has suggested that a PlayStation 5 version of the 2020 PS4 game has been added, suggesting a release could be imminent. Despite releasing only months before the launch of the PlayStation 5, The Last of Us Part 2 never received a native PlayStation 5 version or a director's cut re-release like Sucker Punch's Ghost of Tsushima, which also released in 2020. So it's looking like an early 2024 release is what's happening here for The Last of Us Part 2. And honestly, for me, I don't really care as much depending on what they actually include in this version that differentiates it from the original. If it's just The Last of Us Part 2 with some enhancements, I'm good. I don't really feel like playing that game again. The coping side of me hopes that they do include a Factions 1-like mode into this package to make it whole, to make it what should have been there in 2020. Otherwise, I'm probably going to be skipping this one, but that's just me. And now diving into the final story of the video, PlayStation 5 Performance is insane right now. So Matt Piscatella over on X has revealed some great news in regards to the PlayStation 5. He's a video game analyst and has revealed that the PlayStation 5 is beating out every PlayStation console except the PlayStation 2. So this is what he said on X. Let's try this again in a longer thread spelled out so it's harder for folks to bad faith quote it. After 36 months in the market, US hardware unit sales ranks by ecosystem. So this is what he did for PlayStation platforms only, PlayStation 2 over PlayStation 5 over PlayStation 4 over PlayStation 3. So after 36 months in the market in the US for each console, the PlayStation 5 has beat out every PlayStation console except the best-selling console of all time, which is the PlayStation 2. I'm honestly wondering if the PS5 could reach the heights of the PlayStation 2. That would be insane. Also remember, the PlayStation 4 has sold nearly 120 million consoles, so that's also huge for the PlayStation 5 to seemingly being to start outpacing that right now. It's only in the US based off of this data, so I'm curious what the global stats are. But you guys let me know if you're a part of the 47 million PS5s out there right now or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps. So subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is the body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with the weekend is here. It's finally Friday. I'm excited for the weekend. I have a bunch of games to play and I've got to get through them. If you guys are excited for the weekend, destroy the comment section with the weekend is here, and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.